Ancient Destiny 40k Battle Report number 4. The Orcs, having been held back by the Daemons in the last encounter, have instructed a detachment to seek alternative routes into the planet. As the detachment, yep, just happened to be Nurgle territory this time. This game isn't for the purists because we've got a lot of.
My entire army is substituting.
There we go. Yeah, we're just testing out Nurgle for a change to see how they go. So Andy, let's see what you've got. Pretend what we got.
10 plague bearers, 4 beasts of Nurgle, 10 plague bearers, great unclean one, soul grinder, 4 plague bearers, and another squad of 10. So 4 beasts and 10 more plague bearers.
I've no idea what they do, and obviously the models don't look the same, but and we'll have fun testing it. Let's see what the Orcs have brought. So the Orcs, what we got here, new detachment. Well, not a new detachment. This is an unusual formation again from me. 5 flash kits with their captain. We've got a blob squad of shooter boys. Up front, War Boss, Mega Armor, the Lucky Stick. Got a Weird Boy level 2 Psyker in there, and we've got a mech. Just a non-force organisation mech, and we've got a, the Knob's got a Power Claw, and in the building is the trusty 9 looters and mech, 10 Gretchen just behind the looters, 10 bikes led by a Knob and a Power Claw. I'm going with 2 Bubble Chuckers just for a bit of fun, and then another squad of 10 Gretchen. So, game 4, what is then? Demons are set to go first, but can the Orcs steal? Well, this is, yes. Oh, I should say, I forgot to mention, I've got a Daka Jet in reserve, and I've also got my commandos and boss Snick Rot leading them in, so they'll be infiltrating in at some point. But a 6 on the steal, that's 3 out of 4.
Yep.
3 out of 4. Orc turn 1. Orc turn 1 movement. Just a quick round of the objective markers. Number 1 is in the house with the looters. Number 2 is at the steam vent. Number 3 is at the crater. Number 4 is at the fallen statue of the Emperor. 5 is at the hill. And 6 is in the hut. The Orcs, the game, what is it again? The one you can't tell the opponent what you've got, Cloak and Shadows, for objective markers. So the flash kits, I've moved into the steam vent. The blob squad have moved up. And then Gretchen just moved around a wee bit. The bikes have pushed up to the statue. Looters have stayed still. Mech guns have stayed still, and the Gretchen swung round to maybe try and get a wee bit of a cover there. Let's go over to Psychic Phase, because I've brought a Weird Boy today, which I've never mobbed before. So let's see what he can do. Orc turn 1. Orc turn 1. Psychic Phase, we cast off a decrunch onto, what are these guys again?
Plague bearers.
Plague Bearers, and we got a hit, and we killed 3, 2. And then we tried to cast off Force and Frazzle, but they failed. We shot with the flash kits at the Beast of Nurgle.
Yep.
We killed 1. The boys, Blob, shot at the Beast of Nurgle and took a wound. The bikes opened up their lovely, my favourite Daka guns at the Great Unclean One. Took 3 wounds off him. The looters, 2 shots each, opened up at the Great Unclean One again. Took another 2, so he's down to 1 wound. The Bubble Chuckler, for a bit of fun, had a Strength 4 and AP 4. Landed on the Plague Bearers and the Beast of Nurgle at the back there. And we took a wound off of the Plague Bearers, didn't we? Killed a Plague Bear.
Killed 1 plague bearer and took a wound off.
All right, okay. So let's see what the Demons do in retaliation. I didn't score any points that round. Demon turn 1. movement. Plague Bearers have moved into the house. What's the recon in that? What's the objective?
6.
No, as in the mysterious objective. What is it? Did you roll for it yet?
No, not someone. It's not.
Yep. Nothing.
Nothing to know.
So nothing to note. Nothing to note. Skyfire and everything else.
That's also nothing in it. Oh no, you've done that already. That's the Skyfire.
Just a minute, Callie. Beasts of Nurgle moved into the hilltop. They've moved round a bit. The two great unclean ones have pushed forwards. I think the mics could be in trouble because they're surrounded here. more Beasts of Nurgle over there. Plague Bearers onto the hill. Soul Liners just standing at the back, just about to send some pies of death. Let's see what happens in the psychic shooting phase for the demons. Demon shooting phase. Their psychic phase, seen the Great Unclean One fail to get his iron arm off. He tried endurance, failed one of them, but he did get it off in his second attempt. Didn't you? Yeah. Endurance is on him, isn't it?
Endurance is on him, yeah.
Life Leech also hit the boys, killing one and getting a wound back. The other Great and Clean one tried to Life Leech the Gretchen, but it didn't work. Winds of the Warp seen Slaaneshi's Wrath, was it? Zeech's Wrath. So it hit everybody on the table because she didn't like the Nurgle. And there's only 1/6 came out, but he used his Magician to negate it, so there was no damage there. The Soul Grinder opened up his big pie at that gap there, killing 4 boys.
It would be amazing if it hit properly.
So we're now on to assaults for the demons. Okay, demon assault phase. The Beasts of Nurgle tried to charged in with both of them into the bike squad. The 2 unclean ones failed their charge range, so it's just beasts against the bikes. The beasts killed 5 of my bikes. I only inflicted 2 wounds. We've failed morale and have fallen back, and they're just hounding us down. Did you score any points, Andy?
Yes.
Is it working now? It's still not working.
Psychological warfare. Score 1 victory point if your opponent failed a morale, pinning, or fear test.
So we've passed our fear tests, but we failed our morale test, so that's 1 point. No first blood yet. Up turn 2. I've got some reserves to come in. Up turn 2. Surprise, surprise, the Dakajet did not come in from reserves. It never does in the first go. The commandos have come on at that table edge, looking to take those Plague Bearers. Gretchen have moved round because they're super champions and they're going to take on the beasts. They regrouped, and those Gretchen have moved round. The boys have blob squad up a bit, and Flashkits have stayed still. So let's go over to psychic. Well, just all the orcs psychic shooting in this. So turn 2 for the orcs and shooting. The Flashkits. Well, psychic first. We tried to cast some spells off, but nothing worked. I did get force off on my weird boy, so that meant he didn't take a wound from his mob psychic roll. Flashkits opened up at the shrouded Plague Bearers in the 4+ cover, so we didn't do anything. Did we kill one? Can't remember. Did we kill one?
Yeah,
killed one. And the looters did the business. They opened up at the not Lord of Change, that's what it used to be. He's a Great Unclean One.
Great Unclean One.
But he's Warlord Great Unclean One with 3 shots apiece, and we took him down. Just, yeah. So that was First Blood and Warlord kill from the looters. The rest of the squad, the boys and the Gretchen fired off at these beasts, and we also fired our bubble chuckers at them. One blew back, nearly killing them, but we had a couple of saves, and we managed to kill 1 beast from all the combined shooting. I think we've taken another wound off of one of them. These boys regrouped, and these Gretchen moved around and fired some pot shots. We did try to charge that beast unit there with these boys, but we failed our charge range. So it's now, we also scored recon in our cards. So that plus Warlord and First Blood gives us 3-1 to the orcs. Turn to demons. Demon turn 2 have moved up. Plague Bearers, Great Unclean One. Beasts have moved to close in on everybody. Plague Bearers have moved over there for them. In their psychic phase, they've enfeebled this squad of boys. It's not looking good for the Orcs here. Let's see what happens in shooting an assault. Demon turn 2. For the assaults, the Plague Bearers here made it into combat. Those ones didn't, and the Great Unclean One did. They managed to kill 7 boys. In retaliation, we killed 3 Plague Bearers. No wounds on the Great Unclean One. The Looters and their beasts made it into combat, and they killed 2 Looters. We did nothing in return, but we did hold morale. Over here, these beasts killed 3 bikes, and we got nothing in return, but we passed our mob roll table. Over here, those Plague Bearers charged in. We burnt 2 in Overwatch, and then Snickrock killed all remaining 4 himself. So Orc turn 3. Did you score any points? No, so it's still 3-1. Turn 3 for the Orcs. Orc turn 3, the Dakajet came on. Dakajet and the Flashgits opened up at the Plague Bearers, taking out the entire squad, but bar 1. The Bubble Chocker tried to hit them, that Soul Man, but missed, because we can't do anything to the Soul Grinder at the back. The commandos that were over here, we called our Wah, moved, ran, and charged, and made it into the bikes. We had a good wee fight and scrap in there. Snickrock killed 1 beast outright, and then we caused 5 wounds apiece in the fight. Over here there was a 0-0, no wounds caused, no wounds taken. Over here the Gretchen made it into the fight here, and the Great Unclean One killed 2 of them. We caused no wounds on him.
And he has Riftbringer, which I completely forgot about. End of your assault phase, I might get some demons.
Oh well, he's forgot about that. And then we killed those 2 Plague Bearers there. So that was tied combat. No points scored for the Orcs, still 3-1. Turn 3 Demons. Demon turn 3. The battle continues to rage here. The Great Unclean One killed the weird boy, and another one. Again, we actually caused 2 wounds this time on the, but he saved them with his endurance. So still no wounds on him. He's just stomping through them. His Riftbringer managed to summon 10. Is it 7? 10 what?
10 blood letters.
10 blood letters. Over here, this fight still rages on as well. We caused 2 wounds, they caused 3, and we're all still locked in combat. These Gretchen failed the morale on that fight there and has fallen back. Here, the Looters killed 2 of the 2, what are they, Bisa Nurgle? Yeah, killed those 2. So we actually won 1 of the combats, but still no points scored for Andy either, so it's still 3-1. Turn 4 Orcs. Orc turn 4, Dakajet dropped into hover mode and backed up, and them and the Dakajet and the Flashgits opened up at the newly summoned Bloodletters, taking out 7 of them. This fight raged on. The Great Unclean One killed my Knob, and boys are still enfeebled, so they can't hurt him, but the War Boss landed 1 wound, which he couldn't feel no pain. The Looters opened up at the Soul Grinder, but did nothing. Over here, the Knob Biker died, along with a couple of 2 commandos, but we managed to kill 1 of the beasts in Nurgle, so we've actually won that combat. I take it you're fearless as a demon.
I've got my demonic instability to do.
Oh, okay. Have I scored any points? I think I might have actually scored a point this time. No. Secure objective 1. So we did actually score a point. So that's 4-1. Wow, this is a great game.
High score.
Yep. Demon turn 4.
Next one.
Demon turn 4. Demons have scored a point for Blood and Guts because in the assault phase they killed the flash gets. Those Bloodletters managed to make the charge, mop them up. We killed one in Overwatch, but AP3 weapons, no saves, loads of attacks. Bloodletters are quite tough in the charge, aren't they?
On the charge there.
Yeah, totally slaughtered them. Over here, this bog fight goes on and on. 3 Bloodletters came in there, killed 6 boys, we killed 2 of them, and a Great Unclean One killed another 3. The war boss whipped out of a challenge because it's instant death, there's no point in him taking it. I've got to try and hold out as long as I can. And over here we killed the last 2 remaining beasts of Nurgle and consolidated around. So it's going to be Orc turn 5 and it's currently 4-2 in points. Orc turn 5, Dakajet flew out the way and peppered some shots into the Bloodletters, killing 3 I think.
3 I think.
Yeah. The Orc boys, these old guys moved round, ran up. Bubble Chuck has done nothing all game, it just sat there. I've never found the mech guns to be effective at all. I know Bubble Chuckers aren't effective, but I just wanted to use them as difference. This fight here, well, the looters ran into the fight, ate the challenge, leaving the war boss to try and get some wounds. Desperate to throw some wounds through used his lucky stick one too many times and was removed from play as a casualty. So Warlord is gone. First time we lost him at the lucky stick, that was quite funny. Turn 5, so it's over to the Demons. Turn 5. Have I scored any points actually? Just the last quick check. I don't think I did. Oh, I do, yes. I've got Blood and Guts because I killed the Blood and Guts. Yeah, that's it. So I've scored 1, so it's now 5 points to 3. Because Andy's now got Warlord. Does he get Warlord from me killing myself?
Is that the Warlord dies?
Yeah. Alright, okay, so 5 points to 3. Demon turn 5. Demon turn 5. The Soul Grinder fired a couple of shots at the Dakajet. He jinked them. Those demons move into the steam vent. This demon during the assault phase, he got off his enfeeble again, but he didn't get his endurance this time.
Thoroughly denied my endurance.
Yeah, three sixes I got. And these Bloodletters ran down here and then chopped up the artillery. Points, Andy, for this round, turn 5.
Secure objective 2.
Secure objective 2.
And Kingslayer.
Kingslayer, oh, big dice roll here.
2. So that's another 3 points. That brings me up to 6. If I can find it.
6. Oh, 6-5. Demons have it.
The game ends, I win.
Does the game end? Here we go. Game end.
What is it? Was it 3 plus?
3 plus 3.
Game ends.
Game ends again.